Y'all, this is so pretty. I know I said last week that spoon was my favorite one, but I really think this one is. Hey y'all, and welcome back to Creative Living. In this video, I made a gorgeous glam lamp. I'm just loving it. I love the look of it. And actually someone had asked about making a lamp, so this is what I came up with, and it plugs in the wall. Now I just set these gems on here, but you can pick it up by the stem. Also, it's just pretty. So let me go ahead and show you where I got my inspiration from and how I made it. This is the lamp I seen that I thought, wow, I want to recreate that one. It's so pretty and so elegant, and I thought it would be a lot of fun to make, and it was. So I'll go ahead and show you how I made it. A picture of some of the items that I will be using for this project. I picked up one of these metal tin pans in the wedding section at the Dollar Tree, just to make this a little bit easier, because what I'm going to be doing is gluing fishing line to these acrylic gems that I got at the Dollar Tree. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to glue the fishing line to one end, and I'm going to line them up and get the fishing line like right over the gems. So it's going to kind of make like an extra hand for me, because I'm going to hold the other side with one hand and then glue it with my other hand. After I glued them a few times like you just seen, I finally figured out if I flip the pan upside down, then the line, I wouldn't have to press the fishing line down to the gem, that it would just go over the gem, and all I would have to do is simply line the fishing line up and hold it with one hand while I glued it. I finally got into a rhythm and started knocking these out pretty fast. I would let it sit for a few seconds and then snip the fishing line off of the pan and get ready for my next row of gems. I went to the Dollar Tree to get some of those floral gems that are shaped like a diamond, and I did have a couple of packs on hand, and I bought what I could. Unfortunately, they didn't have enough. So this is going to take 36 strands, and I'm gluing 10 gems to each row. And so I ended up having to use a mixture of the tea light LED candles, those gems, and the floral gems. The floral gems, those have 67 in a pack, and there was 36 rows. So if you bought 6 packs, that would give you more than enough to make this. And for the stem, I'm going to be using 2.5 packs of the round napkin ring holders, and I'm going to glue those together with E6000 glue and let this sit overnight. You can make one with a shorter stem or with a longer stem. So anyway, what I'm going to do for the light is I went through some of my Christmas stuff that I had, and I got a strand of the lights that only have 20 bulbs, because from the dollar store, there's not many bulbs, which is perfect for this project. So I go ahead and I run these strand of lights through the napkin ring holders. This is one of my most favorite crafting tricks that I have, and what I'm going to do right here is I have an issue. I can't glue this bottom ring holder because of the cord. It'll lean, or it's not going to be even at all. It'll tilt, and it's just going to create an issue. So how I'm going to fix that is I'm going to use my hot glue gun to melt a little groove for the power cord. And all you have to do is just hold it steady on there, and boom, now you and run a power cord through there. I do go ahead and hot glue this together with Gorilla Hot Glue. Ideally, it would be best to use E6000, but for the purpose of making the video, I do go ahead and use the Gorilla Hot Glue. And I finally found a Dollar Tree that has these organizers, these little organizing drawers in stock. And so that's what I'm going to be using for my base. And I'm just going to hot glue my stem to the base. But first, I need to figure out something that's heavy that will hold the weight of the gem. So I'm using two of these glass candlelight holders, and I'm going to just fill the inside with some gems that I have. And Dollar Tree also has sand. They have little pebbles and even the glass gems that like go in aquariums and stuff. They have some stuff that you could put in the base to hold the weight down. For the frame of the lamp, I'm going to be using this embroidering ring. And what I'm going to do is take two dowels and lay it across, kind of like a bullseye. And then I'm just going to mark them. And I'm just going to take a drill and make a little hole for them. And next, I'm just going to use a pencil sharpener so I can stick the end in there and mark the other side. And I'm going to snap it off with a pair of scissors and sharpen the other side with a pencil sharpener and run it through. And that way I can brace the weight for the gems. I was wanting to make a square shade, and I was going to use a picture frame, but I got to thinking maybe the frame wouldn't be as strong and as durable and stout as the embroidering ring. To hold our frame, I'm going to be using one of these rings out of the kids section, and I'm just going to pop the diamond out of it, which is pretty easy to do. Now I'm just going to take the hull of the ring where it kind of looks like a claw. And what I'm going to do is they're going to be centered where the dowels cross. And I'm going to put a lot of glue on this, but also I'm going to melt the plastic and fold the little claws over. So when the plastic cools off and it's hard again, it's completely wrapped around the center of our frame. To keep from burning myself, I'm just gonna use these dowels or anything like a pencil sitting by to kind of hold everything into place while the hot glue is drying. Now I'm ready to secure the ring to the top of the stem, and I was just hoping that I could just glue it on there, but it didn't want to stay. It kind of rocked a little back and forth, and I didn't want any play in it at all. So I ended up taking my hot glue gun, the tip of it, and just touching each side of it for a few seconds so I could make some grooves. And now the ring sits right on top of that stem perfectly. And I'm actually glad that it turned out this way because I think it's a lot more secure. I decided to wrap the lights around the ring and the stem. Now it's time to start gluing all of the gems to the frame. To distribute the weight evenly, I just glued a couple of strands, anywhere from 2 to 4 strands on one side, and then I would go the exact opposite and glue some on that side and turn it like east and west and glued some on that side until I finally had the entire lampshade covered in beautiful gems. I'm just cutting any of the excess fishing line off because I had actually left quite a bit of extra line on there in case I thought I may need to glue a few more gems to it to make, the length longer. But it turns out it's perfect. I love it. So I just go ahead and trim all the line. I'm using one of these clear plastic plates that I got out of the wedding section, and I'm just going to make a little hole in the top of it with my glue gun. Because I want to run one of the Christmas lights through there, and then I glue a napkin ring holder to the very top, and I put a little gem in it, and now we are all finished. Loving how this turned out. There is 36 strands of beads, and I forgot, oh yeah, 60 something come in a pack, so that would make 6 strands. 36, so you would need 6 packs. Yeah, that's right. Quote to share with you guys, and I just want to always thank you so much for leaving the quotes and for all the inspiration. Lisa had said, a couple of weeks ago that it's super important that women inspire other women, and I really love that. And I just hope that this brings some type of inspiration to you, because I know it brings it to me. If you know of a quote that has inspired you and you want to share it, just leave it down below, and I am so happy and honored to share it. So thank you again. And now I'm going to go ahead and share this quote with you. This quote is from Bessie Watkins, and hers says, "Use your own mind. It will take you far. Believe in yourself." Thank you, Betsy. That is so, so true, and I really, really love that one. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I was thinking about doing like a chandelier, like a 3-tiered chandelier using products or materials from the Dollar Tree. If that's something you think that you would like to see, just let me know, and I'll be glad to make that. Or if you have any other suggestions, just let me know. So this was actually a lot of fun to make. It was just a little bit time consuming, but it's so, so worth it. It's very easy to do. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a like. Give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe for more. And I hope that you all have a very, very, very blessed and wonderful day. Thank you so much. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye.